So it's been a really long time since I did an update on my layout, and I figured today I received some fun toys, so I'd do kind of a small short update today and show you my new little Christmas gifts that I got for myself. Most of them are all scale trains. We got the early or the late and as delivered in CN-9s from Scale Trains. My first bloody nose. Super excited to get this thing on the track, but I just pulled him in from outside. It's really cold and it's really warm in here, so just in case there's condensation built up inside on that decoder, I will not put them on any power for probably a good day, just to make sure everything's dry. Beautiful. So excited for that one. And then the CNW. And then the final Scale Trains is the BNSF H1 paint, which I have very fond memories of when Wisconsin Central was still in Fond du Lac. I remember seeing one of these parked out front the house up there, and I just fell in love with BNSF after that. Which that one's also Scale Trains. And then we got another Athearn-9 and the War Bonnet, or fake bonnet, whatever everybody wants to call it. Yeah, these two makers are just killing it. Love all these engines. Just love them. And of course, I got more fun stuff out on the layout. But I think the most part of all of my update needs to be that I bought a bunch of trees and put them back on, or put them onto the layout after I did a bunch of static grass, or attempted static grass. I couldn't, for some reason, get it to stand up. Not in all spots. And this is one of my favorite views, to sit in the office chair and just watch the trains come through the trees and start their way across the big bridge. I think I bought 10 packs of 10, so I put 100 trees onto the layout, which you'd assume it's a lot of trees, but once you start putting them on there, they sure go on fast, and it doesn't look like a whole lot all the time. So I've been trying to keep a lot of my pines and stuff like that all together, and the lower I get in elevations, I put more of the deciduous trees with the leaves. And gives a fun little view. And I got the faces on my drawers. I don't remember if I did any updates about that, but these are all my locomotive drawers. I think I might need a couple extra drawers in the near future here. And these are actually my clothes drawers. I dumped a bunch more trees up on top of the mountain here, which is a lot of fun. Looks nice, I like it. Didn't really do anything with the track. Just got a bunch more engines. It's pretty much the biggest thing that I do, is I like collecting them. These I got on the last run of Scale Trains. Got my training train going pretty good here. Just got the last Atlas box cars that are in the series with this. And that's the Athearn version right there. And then that's the other Atlas one. Because the two Atlas cars with the same numbers are actually the exact same car with just a different number, but the Athearn is actually a different car. which I almost got rid of the Athearn to keep it all Atlas, but then I noticed that this one is actually the correct style tank car. So that's coming along pretty good. One of my next projects is I have the Lionel Polar Express, which this train does not run very well. Doesn't like to stay on the track or anything like that, so I just don't like this one at all. I got it just because it is a collector's edition or collector's item, but I went out and got a Bachmann, and I plan on putting a ESU Loc Sound in this one and adding a bunch of extra sounds into there from the movie that would do a little bit more than what this one would. And this one's also a lot heavier, and it has flanges on every wheel, not just a flat, and for the center in here. So I'm hoping this one will pull a lot better than what the other one did. And I'll be obviously painting the white off the wheels and stuff like that, and changing the road number and the stickers on the side. So the wife decided that she wanted to buy a Cricut and get into making a bunch of decals and stuff, so I'll let her play around and make some decals for it, or I'll play around with it and make some decals. Well, I got some car shelves in now. 8 of them. I was hoping I was going to be able to turn them the long way to store them in here the long way, but I did some wrong calculations and put them in this way. But even though they're in this way, I can get the same amount this way as what I could the other way. So it's working pretty well either way. It's just when you open and close it, they like to tilt. But these are the big cars that are a pain in the butt to try to get out of the package all the time. So I figured put them in some drawers and make them easier accessible, so that way I'm more likely to run them. Other than that, I don't like constantly sitting there pulling them out of the boxes just to run them for a few days and then change it, and I just don't have a big enough layout for everything that I have. So I eventually plan on doing the same thing on the opposite side here, is putting 8 more drawers, because I still have a pile of auto racks that I got to put in drawers from the other side and get the boxes stored outside. So I got to do the face plates on these yet, and some of my intermodal stuff stacked in here that I got from shows that were in styrofoam trays and stuff like that I just kind of stack in here for now until after I can find a good spot for them. But all the other shelves I'll probably be putting over here, and I'll find a different spot for all that stuff. And I got all that static grass put down, which over here it actually stood up pretty good. I actually liked this. So I decided to put the extra trees back in over here, and I put a bunch of extra ones in. So fun little viewing spot. But other than that, nothing else has really changed. Just a bunch more engines. So I might do some extra videos later on about these engines here. Pretty excited for these. I did get all of my engines that I currently have in the drawers and on the track speed matched, which that took a long time. But now I can run all of my engines together, and that's pretty exciting. When I can take my Athearn engines and run them with Scale Train engines or Atlas engines or whatever I got, which I don't know why I just didn't do them all right away, but like when I get them, put them on the track and do that right away, because it adds up when you got as many engines as what I do. These things look nice. Very, very nice. Real excited for this guy. See if I can get it turned around without dropping it. That would be disappointing. Make for a great video. Definitely be disappointing. I do not have any power on the track. Not any whatsoever. Keep getting in the light. So beautiful. I did notice on the other side, now I gotta flip it around again. Yeah, let's put it down somewhere else. Something I've never seen on anything else before is actually, I don't know if it's the speedometer or what, but this one actually shows the cord going from it to the cab. Which I don't really ever get to see these engines, or never really got to see them besides maybe a passing or something like that, or on a video. So I don't know what's actually 100% accurate, but it's really cool. So Scale Trains, great job. Alright, well, I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. And I hope everybody has a safe and happy New Year's. Alright, thank you for watching.